funny because I'm black and Italian, you know, and more.
That means Puerto Rico, New York.
Puerto Rico with us.
California.
No, but the funny thing about that is I identify with both cultures, and you know, living in Europe when I was a kid was really educational for me because when I got back to the United States, there was more, less, how can I say it? There was more categorizing going on. Not that it doesn't go on, you know, it's human nature, but I noticed it was more in America, and it really has a human being hide from who they really are. Because no one's black, no one's Italian. You have your own unique expression. You have your own unique expression that transcends it all. You know? Bruce Lee wasn't Chinese. He flew Chinese out the damn pie. He was like, they're like, what? You know? But Muhammad Ali wasn't black. He was Muhammad Ali. He's known for being the baddest boxer that ever walked the planet. That's he. So it's like you limit yourself by saying, I'm this, I'm that. And then therefore people only see you as, yeah, that's the black guy. You know, not to get political at all, but Barack Obama is not the biracial or black man. He is who he is, and he didn't get it by just being black. He got it by digging out deep into his soul and saying, I can do this, you know? So it touches a core with me because of being biracial and being able to see both sides, being with Italians and come vai, la spaghetti questa notte andiamo tutti, mia famiglia è molto bello. You know? And being with my brothers and doing my thing, you know, and having a great time. And what's up, dog? You know what I'm saying? It's all family.
And my brother, what it look like.
It's like I'm not all that. I'm all of it, and I'm all of you. You know. So really, when I talk to kids, I come from that place because they don't know. You know, they're over here like this. You know, and it's been said for many years, we teach them, you know, but first you have to get straight who you are, you know, you have to get straight, are you white, are you black, who are you, you know, are you beautiful, yes you're beautiful, well act beautiful, then they will get that, you know, and I'm not going to stop there because I don't have kids, so I'm going to shut up now.
Everything that you just said is what martial fusion is, if y'all really don't understand what martial fusion is. Martial fusion is not a label, a stereotype, it's not hip-hop, it's not martial arts, it's not one thing. Martial fusion is who you are as a person. You could be like Mr. Steven here that came on the team and was in the back of the Dragon for 2 years when we was going through and doing all these tour shows, and when he come out the back of the Dragon, we had a hip-hop ring, they're like, who was in the back of the Dragon? People would speak for soul, it didn't matter what color his skin was or who he was, you know. But then you look at our whole team, it's multi-diverse, you know. You got a Filipino and white kid, you got a black and white kid, you got my sister Filipino and black, you got me, I'm full black. I mean, you got so many diverse cultures in it, and we don't label each other. We just give everybody that freedom of speech, that freedom of who you are. And when you put yourself in a box. When my father introduced me to martial arts when I was coming out. At 3 years old, I watched the movie No Retreat, No Surrender. Y'all remember that? That was my favorite movie that brought me up. That brought who I was.
That tells you, Marco, how old he is. I'm a lot older than this guy yet. Hey, man, I don't even want to say.
That was the movie that I used to watch every day, and I said at like 4 years old, 3 years old, I want to be a movie star. I want to be a movie star. As I grew up and I graduated from high school, I said I want to be an entertainer. And people are like, what do you want to do, sing, rap, dance? No, I want to entertain. You can put me in any perspective. You can think I can't sing, you can think I can't rap, you can think I can't dance, you can think I can't do anything, but I guarantee if you put me there and you give me 1 second, you put somebody before me that's been a master at it, I'll pick it up. That's what the culture, that's when you don't put yourself in a box. That's what the martial arts has been from way past times. I getting up watching my dad compete and going to a tournament and competing like 3 or 4 times, bringing 10 different weapons, and you keep getting tired, but he keep on pulling out different weapons. That's what made me who I am. That's what made all of us who we are as people. Because martial artists are just people that just gained a little bit more knowledge by just, you know, emphasizing on something. So our generation, I think, you know, sometimes we get this box where Mr. Fleck said between 15 to 25. It's beyond 25, man. Because now you got the 25-year-olds that act like they're 24, and you got 24 act like they're 23, and it keeps going backwards. The martial fusion program is to help people stop going backwards and go forward. Like we can sit up here and you got knowledge amongst you. You're sitting around a room full of knowledge, and all you can do is grow. I mean, Mr. Dorso seen me come through every last camp in the world. I've probably been in action
a lot of this content.
Action movie.
I've seen you grow
You see me get yelled at. Why you switching your phone, boy, before you go up?
Right.
So
Right.
it's just those things. And I think sometimes, I say if you got a kid in the martial arts, I have a son. You know, I'm 24, I have 2 little boys. My son been performing with me since he was 2 years old. And he still performs with us. He's a part of the team. I wish he was here right now, but he's not. But if you have a kid in the martial arts and you have a son in the martial arts, I don't care how old he is, I don't care how far they go off or whatever, the one thing I can say, no matter how much of life I went through, because that's all it is, people. When you're going through bills and we're going through everything we're going through is just life. Martial arts is a way of life. So martial arts can change whatever you're going through. That's when people say sit down and meditate or read a book of knowledge or, you know, get your inner chi. We don't believe that, and we think, and we push that to the side, and we just deal with other people's problems. We don't look at ourselves as unique individuals that have came through a culture and have came through something way bigger. If you think about the time you was in a classroom and somebody hit you dead in your nose and you had to suck it up because you're in front of your students. You think a problem outside is gonna face you more than that? If you didn't die in that problem, if you're facing that problem and you didn't die and you can get up and live another day, you can go past it. That's what my father has taught me each and every day. So I say, man, if it wasn't for my father, I wouldn't be here right now. I'd probably be one of the kids out on the street selling drugs, trying to be the best at whatever I do, because that's what he has always taught me. Ever since I was little, be the best at whatever you do. And we have, I don't need to say if you have kids, if you have little kids you work with, anybody, grab them, hug them sometimes. You know, hug them, tell them you love them sometimes. My father, I'm 24 years old, my father tell me how he loves me. And occasionally, not too much, not to make him seem soft, give me a kiss on the cheek. And that makes me feel good as a person. Because I know
That's strong.
that makes me feel good as a person to know that I can go to this man and have any problem in the world. When I had my kids, I was scared. But I came to him and he made me feel like we're gonna do this together. I'm gonna teach you how to be a man and how a man raises his kids so you can raise another man. Because it's different just being a man yourself and growing up to be a man, or being a person and growing up and being an individual person. But when you gotta raise another person alongside of you and you no longer do it for yourself, you do it for somebody else, then it becomes a little bit more harder, or you know, it becomes a little bit more strenuous. Yeah, challenging. But the joy of my life is getting up every time I step in the arena, or I step in a ring, or I go to a tournament, and I can say before I go, my teammates know I bow, I say whatever. Before I spar, I say this is for DD and G, by both of my sons. And I know I'm not doing it for myself anymore, I'm doing it for them. So that takes every fear I can ever have in the world out of the way. And I just think that sometimes we put ourselves in a box as martial artists. You know, we put ourselves so far. I used to look at, when you were in The Last Dragon, I used to watch the movie, I used to think of, that's how you really should be when you go to the movies, with a hat on, sitting in the movies. Like, I do not fight. You know, they punch in your face and you don't flinch. That's how we grew up. That's how you seen it. You know, I don't know. I just think sometimes that we put ourselves in a box. I think that's my main point. Let's get out of the box, because if every martial artist in the world got out of the box, we would be like politicians. We would be just as powerful as hip hop is today. And hip hop is very powerful. But remember, what he just said, B-boys wouldn't exist if it wasn't for martial artists. Discipline wouldn't exist in certain areas if it wasn't for the culture of martial arts. But we put ourselves in a box. You know, my father always told me, you're not a master, you're a professor. And we are professors. Professors are teachers of teachers. Because you can't stop at you gotta keep on growing. So that's all I want to say.
We still have to learn, that educating society about what we're doing is very important. When people come into my school, we always tell the instructors is that even though the kid is taking class, you're still teaching two people because the parents don't understand exactly what's going on in that martial art class. I've been talking to Jerry like for the last couple of weeks, like every day, 4 or 5 times a day, and I was just telling him I hired a Korean to come and teach at my school or what have you. Not because he was Korean, just because he studied the martial art that I was teaching. But
he called me before he hired. Right. Most people don't have someone to even toss up an idea.
Exactly.
Since we're the so-called master, who we talk to, you gotta have a proper network to be able to toss up some ideas that'll give you some sincere, honest advice without having a hidden agenda.
So the funny thing about it is that I've been teaching martial arts for 20 years. I've been teaching martial arts professionally for 20 years. I mean, commercial front, the whole nine. I've only lived through martial arts. Livelihood.